Welcome to Consultants Corner. I'm Rebecca Bruzzi. This is my corner. I am a consultant. What can I speak of today if not Elon Musk's email bringing everybody back into the office at Twitter? And no, I'm not going to talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk runs several successful businesses at which people are presumably happy to work, and I'm not here to comment on his management style. I, however, work with small businesses, several of which have talked to me about this email in varying forms and tones. So what I'm talking about is 3 specific points on the email and how they apply to small businesses. The last part of the email is the one that calls everybody back into the office, and in particular, it reads, starting tomorrow, everyone is required to work in the office for a minimum of 40 hours a week. Why is my current advice to clients to not emulate this email or method of communication? Let's look at the ways. First of all, it is an email. My clients are small businesses. When you've got 15, 12, 25 employees, you know them all. And yes, you can gather them all together, whether in a physical space or a virtual space. And if you are going to communicate a major business change, you will do it face-to-face, scheduling time for them to respond. I say continuously on this channel too, that a great work environment is one where there is a consistent and constant dialogue between employers and employees. An email with orders is not that. Starting tomorrow. Now, major change like this is disruptive, and starting tomorrow ignores the reality of these employees' other obligations and even interests. It implies that whatever else is going on in their life, they can drop or change very suddenly, regardless of what type of lifestyle they have built in all the time that they've been working remotely. Your employees have a life outside of the office, and the more they can invest in that in a balanced way, then the more valuable they are to you as employees. You want people who work for you because they want to, not because they feel obligated to do so. And giving them a balanced quality of life, well, it makes them want to work for you. Do not forget that your employees have obligations to other parts of their life too, and do not spring major change on them with this much short notice. Work in the office. Now, you all know that I'm a big supporter of remote working, but I don't think it's the only model. You want people to work in the office? Great. You want people to work remotely? Great. You just need a reason for whatever decision you're making. But let's not pretend that it is impossible to run a business and build a culture in a remote setting. In antiquity, after all, people did manage estates and trade and commerce and governments across oceans without any of the information technology that we have today. So, is it possible? Yes, it is. If it is your choice to have everybody in the office, that's fine, but give it a reason. A reason to do that, not a reason not to do the other thing. And 40 hours per week. My clients know that one of my biggest pet peeves is defining productivity based on number of hours. Define productivity, by outcome, by impact, by what is actually getting done and how it's furthering the company mission. Hours are relevant sometimes to certain jobs, but as a consequence of what brings value to the business. Those are all things that are in the email. Now, the part that is missing from the email is the connection between the challenges that Twitter is facing and these requirements. The first part of the email does talk about the challenges and says that to overcome these challenges will require a lot of hard work, and it also says that Elon Musk wants to focus on company culture. He then goes straight into these points that I've been talking about. You can't just say, this is hard, therefore we're doing this thing. You have to explain why doing it in this way is going to overcome those challenges. The point is that if what you are communicating to your employees is starting tomorrow, everyone in the office for 40 hours, well, you're not actually saying anything about the business, nothing about the business goals, nothing about how you're going to achieve them, nothing about value in the business or the mission or the guiding principles. If these decisions are not about the business, then they're not necessary decisions. So lead always with the reasoning behind what you're doing. Make it clear why this is the best option. Do it face-to-face, and do not base productivity on location or hours. If a specific location is required, make that part of the message of necessity. Make it part of the message of this is what is best for the business. Here is why. Always explain the context of the decisions you're making, and especially the impositions you're making on others. And also do this in a change management process. If you're making major change in your business, involve everybody. Get that feedback from everybody. The way I would do it with a client is to first discuss the change, understand the reasoning behind it, prepare that message, present it to the company as a whole as a first draft, shall we say. Collect feedback from everybody. Everybody can ask questions and can share both how these changes would make their life better and worse. And yes, I would try to get at least one of each of those things. We then take that feedback, work it into the plan, and finalize the plan. And that change management plan happens over time, not tomorrow. That is my take on the Elon Musk email that's going around. Once again, I am talking about small businesses. Will Elon Musk be successful at Twitter? I don't know. I'm not here to predict the future. What I can tell you is that if you are running a small business, you have a duty of that relationship you have with your employees. If you want them on board to your mission, then you have to treat them as if they are part of your mission. How are you communicating with your employees now? Are you involving the relevant people in the decisions? And the relevant people are those who are affected by the decisions. In the meantime, I'll see you back here next week for our next video. Bye now.